Hi, my name's Teresa Hutton. I've been involved with Surf Lifesaving now for 42 years. I started in 1980 as a nipper and then proceeded up through the ranks, getting my surf rescue certificate in 83 and then my bronze in 1985. I became interested in helicopters through my father, who'd been involved in it for quite a number of years. Through his service, we were able to go up to the helicopter hangar with him during patrols and just see what they did.
My name's Ian Grant. I'm a life member of Dicky Beach, and I've been involved in the helicopter service some time ago. I started in 1983.
Operation Support is an extension of our service beyond the red and yellow flags. So we provide services to not only beach but also unpatrolled beaches and areas. Each club provides about 3 or 4 members who are highly skilled, and we use club equipment. Also, branch does supply some equipment, and that could be defibs, soft packs, jet skis, radios of course for communication, and if required the helicopter, the Westpac helicopter.
As a crew, we were good. We did plenty of training, and you were confident because if you were out on a rope or whatever, your life depended on the person that was up top, guiding you down or putting you in a spot. So we had that confidence in each other through repetition training. Our pilots were good. Each of the 3 or 4 pilots that we had were all ex-Vietnam veterans, and the chief pilot, Jimmy Campbell, won a DFC in Vietnam for landing his pilot 10 times in a minefield to get a whole lot of injured Australians out. So that was the calibre of the guys we had, and they were good.
I got involved in jet boats because I wanted to do something extra than normal patrols. My family is involved in helicopters, so I used to do a lot of manoeuvres with them, gauging whether I liked it or not. But being afraid of heights didn't really work for helicopters. So I joined the jet boat. I had a friend that was involved, and basically I did 2 seasons of patrols that weren't part of, I wasn't a crew person at that time. I just enjoyed being on the boat. The boat, being on the water is just peace. So a jet boat is a 22-foot aluminium hull boat, open cab, big red and yellow thing that actually can go through sort of any sort of surf. It's larger than an IRB, obviously, and larger than a jet ski, as manoeuvrable as a jet ski because it had jet engines. So you could actually go in half a metre of water and that was fine.
My name's Grant Hudson. I'm a member of Dicky Beach Surf Club. I've been a member for over 15 years. I'm an active member of Dicky Beach patrolling on the beach, a patrol captain of Patrol 9, and I'm also one of the club's trainers, bronze medallion emergency care treatment trainer as well. I've been in lifesaving for a long time, and through my involvement I got involved in the operational support. Back in the early 2000s I joined the operational support team as a wave runner driver. The qualifications needed for the wave runner is you have to be a bronze medallion holder at least, preferably with at least 5 years of experience. You need to have your advanced resuscitation qualifications and you need your first aid qualifications. The wave runner is a lot different from patrols, mainly because it's just you. We cover a large area. I was on Wave Runner 12, coming out of Kings Beach, and my patrol area was from Golden Beach up north through to Point Cartwright.
There's probably about 140 people involved approximately in operation support. Regarding an after hours incident, there would be about, depending on the job, it could be up to 4 or 5 people, but we have a minimum of 3 that attend.
In terms of the awards that you needed for the helicopter rescue application, it was pretty much every award available at the time. You needed to have first aid, advanced resus, you needed to be able to drive an IRB, so that you were just really able to adapt to any type of rescue situation. So something that helped me along the way with that was prior to that and all through my helicopter services, heavily involved in self-rescue competition, in particular first aid competition. So that type of competition is a multi-casualty scenario where you're put under a lot of pressure to make decisions fast and try and have successful outcomes, obviously, in that competition scenario, which I did with my dad. We won 3 national medals, gold, silver and bronze, and then also with my sister we won multiple gold medals as well at a national level.
Jet boats actually did a lot of manoeuvres with the helicopters, so we would actually work in conjunction with the helicopter, transporting patients and things like that. We'd also do a lot of rescues for people that had been swept into Hell's Gate, which is in the Noosa area, because I operated it out of the Noosa area. So we'd do a lot of rescues out of bars, fishermen and spinal cases, and would actually do body searches as well.
One thing that did teach me about the coordination of services is that when you're under a helicopter, you can't hear anything. And they were trying to communicate to me, and I couldn't hear a thing. And it wasn't until I actually exited the downdraft of the helicopter that I could actually hear communication coming through.
Not only do we respond to surf incidents, there's a memorandum of understanding with the Queensland Government. So in an event of a natural disaster, our life-saving services can be called upon to assist in it being a natural disaster, be it floods or other events. Emergency services, police and ambulance have a specific number that they'll call, and that's 24/7. It's manned by myself, which is the Sunshine Coast Tasking Officer, along with other volunteers throughout the year. So what we do is when a job comes in, we'll ascertain its current location, number of people in trouble, who the informant is, because it's imperative after hours that we have the informant who witnessed the event, so we can keep regular contact with them, and ascertained as we're getting services to that area if the person in trouble is out of the water or still in trouble. So if the job is up at Noosa, we'll activate our after hours people at Noosa Surf Lifesaving Club, who will respond, and depending on the situation we may use a jet ski, tube, board, or other assets that we have at the Surf Lifesaving Club. So with any job that we do with the after hours call out or the emergency response groups, depending on the job, we will determine if we need peer support for the members who attend, especially in a critical incident. We will arrange our support staff from Surf Lifesaving Queensland to make contact with the first responders and ensure that their well-being is looked after.
Peer support is like psychological first aid. Our lifesavers are well trained for everything. They usually do an excellent job, but occasionally we come to grief. We have an incident play over and over in our mind. So what we do as peer supporters, we come in actually on the day, while the incident's there, while it's still fresh in everyone's mind, and we go through it and we have a chat with them, and the persons involved talk back to us, and we try and tell them what may or may not happen. And just because they're there doesn't mean to say anything will happen at all. And sometimes a very small incident can be a trigger for someone to have sleeping problems or start drinking too much or having problems in becoming angry, and we try and get over that quite early. The peer support, or trauma counselling as it used to be, is done by the volunteers from within surf clubs, and this club has four persons that do that. This was an award that I was fortunate enough to be given. It's a Helicopter Legend Award, and I'm Legend number 6. And there's only ever been 6 given out, and 3 of the blokes at that stage were deceased, so there's only 3 of us living, and we're still all living and breathing and above ground. So that was a great honour to get that.
Being a jet boat crew person and driver was some of the best experiences. I had a great crew, great skipper, and it was just a very enjoyable time where we could actually serve the community and have fun together as a crew.
I'd like to recommend support services, which encompasses the helicopter rescue service for all of any of our volunteers that are looking for a challenge. It's a fantastic way to meet people from all different areas of surf lifesaving and other agencies as well. It's a great way to challenge yourself. It's a great way to stay fit, and it's really quite a fantastic opportunity. There's not too many other organisations in which you can fly 30 feet off the ground over our beautiful coastline, 4 times over a weekend. So it's a great organisation to be involved with, and I see a really positive future for the helicopter rescue service. It's a really important piece of equipment in terms of the unique support and rescue capability that it has.
You know, if someone is thinking about doing it, I'd recommend that, you know, they do put their name forward and take it up. Branch will provide you with all the training that's required. I know they're always looking for wave runner operators. I understand it is an overhead, you know, it's additional to your patrol hours, but it is certainly an experience. You get to see surf lifesaving from an entirely different aspect.
Today, I think the helicopter of today it's a much superior piece of equipment. You know, I've come from when it was very basic to, we have a fabulous organisation now, you know, the changes, the developments, and we've got lots and lots of new development coming, you know, we're not stopping, so we're growing with, as the world's technology grows, surf lifesaving is growing too.